discuss the planned work placement experience programme?
I do. I definitely want to discuss the planned work placement experience programme. Back to facing significant crisis of unemployment continuing into next year. So the government's response is to roll out the old hits, the old same strategies. I'm expecting to see the welfare cheats cheat us all brought out, the individualisation of the problem of unemployment. And an important part of that is this work placement experience programme. It is a new free labour scheme for bosses, where workers will be getting less than the pandemic unemployment payment, where workers are expected to live below the poverty line while working. That is what it will be very widely known as. So workers on the scheme will get an extra €3.43 an hour for working 30 hours a week for 6 months without even a guaranteed job at the end of it. Employers will be able to employ up to 10 workers on the scheme at the same time without paying a single penny for them, actively discouraging the creation of jobs. It is just JobBridge all over again, except it's 100 quid extra instead of 50 quid extra, it's 30 hours a week instead of 40 hours a week, it's 6 months instead of 9 months, but in every other respect, it's JobBridge all over again. And go back and look at the record and the experience of JobBridge. I was the organiser of a campaign known as ScamBridge, which did exposés of the kind of gross exploitation that was happening with JobBridge. So we're quite renowned. The JobBridge interns, at the same time, saving themselves €500,000 in wages. And the results were very strikingly negative. The government would say, well, 1 in 5 of the people who did a JobBridge ended up working for the employer that they did JobBridge with. But what they don't say is, well, just over 1 in 5 employers who used JobBridge said if JobBridge didn't exist, they would have actually just employed somebody. So you have actual real job displacement taking place. You had depression of wages because employers can say, well, why would I pay you more wages if I can get someone to work? The experience programme, you won't be counted as on the live register. And you have the intimidation of people who were unemployed with JobBridge. At the end of the last scheme, I mean, it was really widely discredited. There was an internal audit that came out. It was hated. The government commissioned a report from Indecon. They got a few reports from Indecon, but they commissioned a report from Indecon at the end. What can we do to avoid the kind of dead end, 5 or 6 years later? They took on board 3 of the recommendations. They ignored the other 7. Crucial recommendation saying that employers should have to pay. They shouldn't be able to access free labour, and the government simply ignores it. I don't know why you bother getting the reports at all.
This new work placement experience programme is a key measure to our economic recovery plan and in the government's new employment services strategy, Pathways to Work. It was launched on Monday and provides tangible evidence of government's strong commitment to providing quality work experience and training opportunities for job seekers, in particular those whose jobs were permanently lost as a result of the pandemic. Government are putting in place a wide range of measures to support people whose jobs will not return after COVID, to help them find new jobs in new sectors of the economy. And this work placement experience programme is one such measure.